Hi, good. Hello. Hi.
What brings you out to the event today?
I'm here at the Fragrance Awards because I'm presenting 2 awards tonight.
And what's your kind of first memory of fragrances? Maybe you used to use your mom, maybe your first perfume?
I think my first one was like this lemon smelling one from Walgreens, and I thought it was like the best thing ever. And I actually still will go back and look for it. They don't make that anymore. Now I'm aging myself on top of that, but yeah, I remember that.
And congrats on the impact.
Thank you so much.
What was it like working on that project?
It was amazing. I mean, Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson are 2 of my favorite comedians, so to be a part of that and to work with them and watch them bring these words to life and improvise, it was really, it was an amazing experience. I was super intimidated and scared in my first time meeting them in the scene. I was in my bra and underwear and 7-inch heels, so I'm like, I'm already nervous and scared, and now I have to like walk around in 7-inch heels in front of you guys, but they were very cool and very professional and made everyone, it was like a big family. It was like summer camp. Sean Levy really knows how to make a set feel like at home.
And those are the super high scenes to those party scenes.
Yeah, they're long, but fun.
And also Taylor's going to be inspiring you.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Maybe like what's your favorite Taylor song lately?
Oh my God, she's got so many. Well, I'm partial to 22. No, but I like the whole Red album, to be honest with you. It helped me through breakups, and she's amazing. So, yeah. I actually think she's here right now.
Wow.
Cool.
Thank you. How are you? So, who do you think is this summer essential, must have?
Well, sunscreen, vital. Fragrance, like a nice light fragrance. I always switch to something a little lighter and more feminine and more summery in the hot summer nights.
Do you have a fragrance in mind?
Well, I have my own, so I have my own 3 fragrances. So I have one right now called Flirties that I've been wearing a lot. So.
Is that what you have on tonight?
No, actually, I'm working on a new one, so I've been testing it out.
So, what is the summer must-have makeup?
Well, I always brighten up my lips a little more in the summer, except for tonight. I love vibrant orange and vibrant fuchsia and magenta, really bright matte colors, so that's my favorite go-to summertime lip.
Okay. Well, I'm young, so I don't know. What is a great way to do a nice tattoo for our boyfriend?
Well, I think you have to, like, practicing is something fun you can do, you know, and making it fun, you know. Don't try to be too serious. Don't be, you know, so worried about making it perfect, you know. And you don't have to use, like, burlesque music. You could use any music that moves you and that you enjoy. I just think you have to make it fun and not too, you know, don't get hung up on trying to make it serious, you know.
Thank you. You look lovely
Thank
tonight.
you.
How are you this evening?
Good, how are you?
I'm full of things, so I would shake your hand. But I
you're
wanted
full of
to
things.
I'm
She's full of it, all right.
I want to know, what is your favorite Taylor Swift song? Being in Nashville.
My favorite Taylor Swift song? Oh no. That is, you have stumped me. I haven't really like listened to her albums, and I think she's so lovely, but I haven't, but my nieces are in love with her. So I've heard them listening to them, but I don't know what the songs are called. Next question. Well, I wasn't going to do that either, so come up with something else.
So what fragrance are you wearing?
I'm wearing Calypso Mimosa.
One of your favorites?
Yeah, I wear it all the time.
It sounds different.
Yes. Yes.
So being on Nashville, is that like a new exciting project you're working on that's changed how you want that flavor versus Friday Night Lights?
Oh yeah, it's very different, and it's been a really exciting journey to be doing the music on the show and working with the people that I'm working with and working down in Nashville. It's, you know, it's been a very different and exciting experience. All right, thank you. Bye.
Probably smell even better. So which scents are you wearing?
I'm wearing Taylor's new one that's coming out, and that's the one that my friends talk about the most. And they're like, "What is that?" Like, it's the new one coming out. Yeah, so that's my new favorite. Yeah, I shouldn't do that anymore, should I? It's a real great social cue.
No, it's good. It's good. I like it. So what inspired this latest scent?
It was really inspired by kind of more of my day-to-day personality. Wonderstruck was amazing because it's like a fantasy. it's kind of like a daydream, and what that would kind of smell like. And I think for me, the fragrance that we worked on to be more like my personality and what I would wear on a day-to-day basis, day or night. Like it just kind of matches what I've been wearing lately. The like what I picture for the visuals and what we did with the ad campaign is much more like what I like, who I am as a person. So it's really exciting.
And what scent do you use the most nostalgia?
All the perfumes I wore in high school, like all the Britney Spears perfumes, and there was this like Estee Lauder bronze goddess one that I like wore in high school. But I've been wearing. It's so fun making your own fragrances because you just don't really have to shop anymore. You just wear the ones that you created, so it works. Thank you. I like your phone case.
Thank you. Hi, Sydney with People.
How are you? Nice to see you.
So now, how does this new fragrance represent you?
I think for me, it's sort of who I am and embodies like my personality and my style and kind of what I've been going for as far as like fashion, things like that. And it's also my favorite scents that I've always had. And I think for Wonderstruck, we wanted it to be like a daydreamy, romantic kind of departure in like kind of dreamland. If that scent were to take place in like a dreamland, this scent would take place like in my day-to-day life, if that makes sense.
How is that different? Your life is a dream.
Oh, that's sweet of you. You know, I think that for me, there's been a progression between my last album and this album, Red. There's been sort of a progression between fantasy and reality, and I think this fragrance just really follows that progression.
Thank you so much. And now, do you like a cologne on a man, or would you prefer them to go all natural?
I just prefer them to be good people.
Good people?
I'll start with that.
Not at all. Doesn't matter?
11th year in the house.
Thank you.
Congratulations. How are you?
Thank you. I'm great.
All right. So you've been a busy girl. The fragrance is coming out this week. You're also on tour. Can you tell me some highlights from the tour?
Oh, from the tour, it's been amazing. We played Dallas Stadium, Cowboy Stadium. It was just insane. You just, as far as you look, there are people. It was crazy. We've been doing a lot of stadiums on this tour, and every time we play a new stadium, I'm like, that's the highlight of the tour. And I think, you know, for me, like, there's a lot of pressure that's off after, like, Rolling Stone comes to the concert and gives their review, and when they gave their review, I was like, okay, fine. Okay, that's great. So that was a highlight for me, getting a good review in Rolling Stone and New York Times, and playing stadiums. It's a blast. You should come out.
Absolutely. We were talking to Ed Sheeran about the tour, asking him his highlights, craziest moments, and he told us the story about being in an airplane with a Lord of the Rings sword, and I just wanted to get your side of the story because it sounds like shenanigans to me.
He got this sword from, he went to New Zealand and got this sword, the actual, like, Peter Jackson gave him the sword. From the Lord of the Rings movie, and he was obsessed with it to the point where, like, he would come into my dressing room waving it and then just leave, or he'd just get it out on the plane and everybody's like, that's, I mean, we don't know if that's okay on a plane. It's like, it's a weapon, but it's a medieval weapon. We don't know. I don't know. He's obsessed with stuff like that. He's obsessed with Legos. He's obsessed with swords, like axes, stuff like that.
He said during takeoff he was scared that it was almost going to impale you.
Yeah, because it was on the table and it started to slide.
Who does this?
He does.
Okay, have you guys had a chance to collaborate at all, the two of you? I mean, I know that you guys have been busy.
No, we've just kind of been BFFing it up. You know, like we haven't, I guess my record just came out, so I'm trying to give my mind a second to just be like, okay, because when I write a record, I write until I cannot write anymore. I drive myself crazy, and then finally their album comes out, and I give myself a few months off, so I'm still in that time. But I'm getting ready to start thinking about it. Nice to talk to you.
What do you think that means to you?
It's wonderful to be on this fragrance that we did, because we really, with Wonderstruck, we tried to build the story of the fragrance visually. It had to be a feeling. I wanted it to come from a lyric from a song. And so the fact that it all coincided and came together so beautifully, and the Elizabeth Arden team is amazing and so detail oriented. I'm really happy that it was well received by the fans. It was well received by tonight. Getting this award is such an honor.
Now, your album dropped like November. You're doing a stadium tour. You write lots of intimate music. Do you lose some of that intimacy playing in a stadium, or how do you find it?
In a stadium, I find you have to emote a little bigger. but you can reach all the way up to the top if you try. It's like, I think it's really important to make sure that you don't forget about those top rafters just because you have to look all the way up to see them. Eye contact is important even if it's from 500 yards away. And I just think that with the stadium tour, I've never felt like that. I've never felt like the sound was being lost in this giant space, because everyone who comes to these shows seems to be so engaged, and the connection that we have seems very lyric-based, if you know what I mean? Like, they come to the show, they know the words, I'm singing the words, we're singing them at the same time, and therein lies the connection, and it just kind of, it goes beyond what size the venue is.
And then finally, is acting something in your future?
Oh, you know, I think for me, I love to write music, and I love to put together an album and take 2 years to do it, put everything I have into it. If there was some script that came along that was so enticing that I couldn't walk away from it, and I became obsessed with that the way that I obsess over music, then I would make an exception for that. But if you see me commit to a film, it'll be because I'm so obsessed with it that I couldn't focus on anything else, but only then.
And finally, what is your favorite smell? Mine's gasoline.
Wow. I'd have to say my new fragrance, Taylor. See what I did? Shameless. See ya.
Thanks. Okay, we're going to go inside.
Welcome the recipient of the award for the Celebrity Fragrance of the Year, Taylor Swift.
I wanted to say thank you so much to Scott. Thank you for introducing me, saying all those nice things. And I want to thank the Fragrance Foundation for honoring the hard work that everyone at Elizabeth Arden and I have done on this fragrance. My first fragrance, Wonderstruck, was all about a daydream, a fantasy, this romantic ideal that we all have. And I think that in beginning with a lyric, that was one of my favorite parts about it, because I love telling stories. I love starting at the beginning and adding pages as you go. And this is a really nice page to add to that story. So thank you to everyone who had a part in the fragrance, Elizabeth Arden, the Fragrance Foundation. Thank you for tonight. I really appreciate it. And hope you guys have a good one too. Thank you.